Welcome, my name is John DiStefano, founder of the Entrepreneur Academy. I'm here today to show you the 6 secrets of successful entrepreneurs. Something I discovered over 15 years of coaching with some amazing people. These areas are areas, all of those, every single entrepreneur I work with concentrates on every single day. If you're in the game and you want to move to the next level, wherever you are in life, if it's in your business, if it's in your personal life, these are the areas you need to look at. It is a vital aspect of becoming the next level, of becoming the person you really want to be. Now let's go straight into this, because I think once we go through this, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. I want to leave number 1 to the end, because number 1, as you can see, everything else is based on it, is a vital aspect of it. But it becomes more understanding and more clearer once we've gone through the rest. So let's start with number 2. Presence. This is one of those words which is very often misunderstood. Let me explain a little bit what presence means. Presence is if you are right now working on something, that you are actually working on that and on nothing else. So when you're doing a specific task, that you're not disturbed or distracted by other things around you. I'm not talking about that the phone suddenly rings. I'm talking about your mindset. I'm talking about you concentrating on that one specific task, being fully engaged in whatever it is you do right now. For example, if I write a blog, I switch my phones off, I switch my notifications off of mails or anything else, because I don't want to be disturbed at all. I'm concentrating on this blog. Today I can write a blog in about half an hour because I'm fully in it. I know I have everything prepared, I'm ready for it, and I'm there. I'm fully engaged and there. I'm present at my task. Now, you need to ask yourself this question. Whatever it is you do, am I fully present in what I'm doing right now? Because if you're not, you're most likely not going to get it done. And if you get it done, it's not going to be of the quality it could be. It's never going to be your full level. It's always going to be something there, but never there. So being present is vital. So preparing yourself for all the tasks you do during the day, if you're in a meeting, be there. Be with this person. Be 100% with this person on that meeting. The success rate will increase massively. Not just in business, even in your private life. If you're talking to someone and this person gets the feeling that you're there, well, it changes the whole conversation. So, number 2, presence. Are you fully engaged and fully present? Ask yourself this question several times a day. Every time you do a task. When I'm doing it right now, am I there right now? Let's move on to number 3. Your mind. Now, this is a very interesting aspect. Your mind is something which is very often misunderstood. Mind is not what happens to you, but what you're going to make happen. So, for example, in your mind are you congruent with yourself? Are you doing the things you actually want to do, or are you doing things you don't really want to do? Be clear about this. Give me when you want to do something in life, you need to be clear that this is what I want. It's your decision which direction you want to go. If I ask you to define 3 words, to give me 3 words that define what you are, who you want to be, then what these words would be, what would they be? Think about it. What 3 words would you give yourself to describe yourself? Let me give you an example what I describe myself. I definitely want to be present. I want to be present at any given time. When I speak to you, when I do something, I want to be doing it right now. I want to be fully there. I actually want to enjoy it. This goes into areas like, if I have a meal, I have a meal. I'm not going to watch television. I'm not going to play on my phone or on my pad. I have a meal. If I don't do that, why would I have a meal? I mean, I might as well take some powder. What's the enjoyment of having a meal if you can't have that? If I watch television, I want to watch television. It's the same thing. Then I'm deciding this is what I'm going to do now, and that's what I do. I'm aware of what I'm doing. I'm present. I'm clear about what I'm doing. Another important factor for me is enthusiasm. I want to be enthusiastic. I want to I want to drive things. I want to be there. I want to look forward to it and go for it. I want to have this feeling of, oh, you know, this life is great. There is so much going on. I want to look at things and see, yes, come on, it's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. I'm looking so forward to do these things. This is the way I want to be. I don't want to be the guy who says, oh, you know what, it's not really worth it. What's the point? I don't want to be this guy. I want to be this guy who says, yes, come on, let's do this. It's going to be great. We're going to have an amazing time on this one. This is the kind of person I want to be. And the third word I would like to describe myself is being bold. I want to be bold. I don't want to be the scary guy. I don't want to be the guy who sits in a corner and is scared about what's going to happen next. I don't want to be the guy who is completely blocked in his actions because he's so scared about what happens in the future or the things he thinks is going to happen in the future that he cannot continue actually to function properly. I want to be the guy who looks forward and says, I want to see how this works out. I want to see how well and how good I can cope with that situation. Whatever comes, I'm going to deal with this. I'm going to be really good at this. I know that. So when I look at the aspects for myself in my mind, I want to be present, I want to be enthusiastic, and I want to be bold. These are my 3 words that count for me. What are yours? Think about it. What are your 3 words? Successful entrepreneurs understand that. They found the 3 things which they gave themselves, which is say, this is who I am, that's the way I am, and that's what I'm going to do. They do not step back. They actually move on. So what about you? Answer yourself this question. What's your mind? Are you congruent? Give yourself 3 words that describe who you are. Let's move on to number 4. Your body. When I work with successful entrepreneurs, then I find, some of them are quite athletic and some do some crazy stuff, but truthfully, what they really think about is they know that they need a lot of energy throughout the day. They know that they need to be fit to a point where they can actually do the things they want to do every day without being tired, without being exhausted and not knowing what to do the next day. They want to be there. They want to make sure that their physical body is up to the task. Now, I'm not talking about becoming a marathon runner. I'm not talking about becoming this great athlete. I'm talking about, what do you actually eat? Do you eat the right stuff? Do you eat the things that give you the energy you need? How about sleep? Do you sleep 8 hours? Do you actually know that it has been proven now, and I'm sure you read this before, that 8 hours is a perfect period of time for sleep. We need 8 hours sleep to recover and to get the energy we need in order to be ready for the next day. This is something our body requires. So do you sleep 8 hours? Ask yourself that question. If you don't, do something about it. Make a change in your life. Watch less television, go to bed earlier, whatever. But do something that gives you these 8 hours. Ask yourself this question. Am I there? Do I sleep 8 hours? What about hydration? Do you drink enough water? I'm not talking about coffee here or Coca-Cola or whatever it is you drink. I'm talking about water. You need to be hydrated. If you're not, your mind cannot function. Your mind shuts off. Your body goes into survival mode. And in survival mode, everything else counts, but not what you're thinking. Survival mode means that this little thing in the back of your head is activated. It means there is fear and there is anger and there's all these emotions which are related to fight and flight, which I'm sure you heard of. These are activated. These are there. This is what happens if you don't drink enough. How about exercise? What do you do exercise-wise? As I said, I'm not talking about the marathon. I'm talking about general exercise, physical movements. Give an example. Every morning I go out for half an hour for a walk. I just go for a walk. Actually I have a dog, so I have to go for a walk anyway, which suits me perfectly well. But I go every morning out. That's the first thing I do. It's revitalizing. It's great. Even if it rains, it doesn't really matter. It's like you can breathe, you can take the air in and just get it all out. It's absolutely fantastic. Prepare yourself for the day. And movement, exercise does that. It activates your heart rate. It gets oxygen into your brain. It makes things happen. And this is vital. So do you exercise? So if it comes to your body area, there are these areas. Do you sleep enough? Do you exercise? Do you have enough hydration? Are you dehydrated or are you hydrated? Be careful with that. It's a very important thing. Do you have enough energy? Are you sure that what you eat gives you the energy you need? Or is it just junk food? Think about that. These are the areas. Number 5. Mission. Mission. Now that sounds big, but it's probably the most vital one. Mission is what you decide you're going to do today. What is it you're going to do today? When you go to bed tonight, what do you want to think about what you've done and achieved today? That's your mission. That's what you're working for. Doesn't matter what it is. If you have as an entrepreneur, if you have a meeting with your client and your job is to prepare that meeting and to become the best person you can be in that meeting, tonight you want to be able to say to yourself, I did my best. I done a crazy job. It was amazing. It was fantastic. That was my mission for today. If you're at home and you're with your children and there's a children's birthday party or anything, and you say, my mission today is to make my child the happiest child in the world today. That's your mission. What's your mission? What's your mission for today? Think about it. It's one of those questions you need to ask yourself every single day. I write myself in the evening, I write myself the mission for the next day. I want to give my brain and my mind a chance overnight to think about my mission for the following day. It prepares me. Somehow it works. It functions. I wake up with some ideas usually in the morning, and then when I go into my exercise and I go for a walk in the morning, it's there. It's just clear. It says, yes, today that's what I'm going to do. A mission is also vital, that you're not going to be distracted by a mission. A mission is something you're going to do. You're going to go for it. It doesn't matter what happens during the day. You have to finish that mission. This is your mission. The mission you give yourself. Now, if you get a stupid email from someone and it distracts you, don't worry about it. It's not part of your mission. Your mission today is whatever you decided to do today. That's what counts. Everything else is not of importance. Now, this is the way successful entrepreneurs work. This is one of the secrets they have. They know what they're going to do today and they're going to achieve it. They're going to make it happen. It's vital. It's so incredibly important that I found that the most successful entrepreneurs I ever worked with, they were absolutely clear about every single day what they're going to do. They knew it. They prepared for it, they're ready for it, and they were doing it. And the motivation they get out of it when they've done it, you start trusting yourself. You start believing that you can do everything. Mission. What is your mission today? Let's move on. Number 6, interaction. We are not really living on our own. I mean, you might be living on your own in your apartment, but what I mean is you're not alone in the world. There are people around you. We are social creatures. We are interacting with people every day. And especially when you're an entrepreneur, you have products for sale, you have services to offer, you want to help people. There is always an interaction that happens with specific other people. Now, in this interaction, how do you think you fare in their mind? How do you think you come over as a person? What do you think they think of you in the way you present yourself, the way you speak to them, the way they look at you, and what is it you think they do? Imagine having a conversation with someone and then the conversation is finished, you all move apart, and I will take a microphone and run behind that person and ask, can I just interview you quick? What do you think about him? What do you think? What was your impression about this person? What do you think they're going to say? Now, the way you interact with others is vital because we are influencing each other all the time. If you do this the wrong way, then of course, then things won't now happen for you. It's going to be very, very difficult. Now, of course, it's what they think. You can't really tell them what to think. But what you can do is you can prepare yourself to interact in a way that the result is most likely in a specific direction. Now, when you say interaction, what are the 3 main words you would give yourself? You want the people who interacted with you to think about you after you had the conversation. What after your interaction? What do you think that should be? I'll give you an example. For me, very important that they think I'm caring. I want to care about people. Whoever I speak to, I want to care about this person. I'm aware that this is a human being with problems, with successes, with everything in life like everyone else. I want to accept that fact that they're not more or not less, they're that. And I want to care about them. I want to help them. I want to get them to the next level if I can. This is what I work for. So if I have a conversation, I want them to feel like I care for them. What's the point in talking to someone you don't care about? Don't talk to them. Talk to people you care. And how can you do this? By care for them. Just do it, just care for them. So they get the feeling they're caring. That's my aspect. The next thing I want to be inspiring. I want to get them moving. When they leave and I had the conversation with them, I want them to feel like that was an amazing conversation. I feel so much better. I feel like I can do things now. I want to be inspiring. I want to help them to see the possibilities ahead. I want to see them that it can be done. It can be done. There's always a way. And this feeling, I want to bring this over when I communicate with people. And I definitely want to be engaged. If I have a conversation, I have a conversation with you. If we meet, I talk to you. There's nothing else around me. I'm not going to look at my phone. I'm going to look at my watch. I'm going to talk to you. It's vital for me. It's important for me. I want to be there. I want to feel what you feel. I want to see what you see. I want to understand the things you say. I want to be fully engaged in whatever it is you do. So that's what I want to do. So these are the 3 words I'm describing myself. So if you interact, what do you want the opposite to think about you? How do you want to come over? Think about it. Think about it every day. How do you want to come over? If you have a conversation interacting with people, how? Before you pick up the phone to make a phone call, think. How do you want that person on the other side to perceive you? What do you want them to think about you when this conversation is over? So let's recap some of these aspects. Presence. We spoke about presence. It's clear you want to be present. Whatever task you do right now, do the task now. Are you present right now in whatever it is you do? Mind. Are you congruent? Are you yourself? Are you the person you want to be? What are your 3 words to describe the way you want to be? The way you believe in? Body. Are you sleep, exercise? Are you hydrated? Do you have the right energy levels? Be clear about it. Ask yourself this question every day. Is this what you have? Are you doing enough for your body to support your mind to be absolutely top level? Mission. What's your mission today? When you go to bed tonight, what is it going to be where you can say, that's what I've done? Not what actually happened, not what necessarily just happened because it just happened. No, what did you make out this morning for happening today and what has happened? That's the mission. What's your mission today? Interaction. How do you interact with others? How do you want them to perceive you? Think about it. What is it you want them to think about you? Well, now let's come to number 1. The one thing that makes it all important. What's your purpose? What's your purpose in life? What are you here for? How can you help other people today? What's your purpose? If you can answer these questions, you are a successful entrepreneur. There's no question about it. Because I can guarantee you, if you get this right, if you understand this, if you're clear about these things, you are there. You're already there. Everything else will just fall into place. It will become so clear that you can't actually not become successful. That's not possible. If you want to be successful in your business, you're going to be successful in your business. If you want to be the best family man or family woman in the world, you're going to be the best family woman in the world. There is no doubt about it. So I hope you got something out of these questions. Print a file out. It's down here. There's a link. You can just print it out, put it out on your table every single day and answer these questions. If you can answer them, you're going to be a successful entrepreneur. There's no way out. It's just going to happen. If you want to go further and want to do the next step, you're very welcome to join us in our Entrepreneur Accelerator course, where we go far, far deeper into each of these sections, where we also have a question and answer game, where we do some role play, where we do something. This can happen via webinar, can happen live in our premises, wherever you like. Just go to our events page and have a look what we do there. And if you're interested, just sign up and get some information about it and figure out if that can work for you. Well, I am absolutely sure that this will bring you to the next level. I do hope it was very inspiring. I do hope our interaction was present, that I came over as a person who is present, that I came over enthusiastic, and I was bold enough to get you to the next stage and make you think about the possibilities ahead. I'm looking forward to meeting you one day. All the best.